Good afternoon, everyone. This is Frank Ticas dropping knowledge coming at you once again. A little bit of a message, a little bit of knowledge. Hoping everyone's having a fantastic day today. It's Monday. I'm under the weather. I've had to work this way. I've been working all day and I'm still working. But I took my break. I decided to record this video. First, thanking everyone that's been subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate the growth. I appreciate your support. Everyone that's watching my videos, leaving a like, leaving a comment, thank you so much for that. It really does help me, right, expand the message and get closer to the goal. I'm a little closer. I'm almost there. But I just want to thank everybody. And, obviously, ExposeTube, shout out to you, man. Shout out to everyone that's involved. The platform, we're going to continue doing what we do. It don't stop. Well, like I said, I've been under the weather. I was going to go live today. I wanted to go live yesterday, but I ended up putting out the video that I put out. If you haven't watched it, please do so. Give it a like, leave a comment. But I wanted to go live, but because right now, I mean, I'm a little medicated, so I've been drinking water, but I've been coughing and sneezing, so it hasn't really been, I don't know if I can go 2 hours, an hour and a half on a live like that. So, but I didn't want the day to pass without first saying and giving a shout out to the ladies of ExposeTube. And when I mean the ladies of ExposeTube, I'm not talking just about the ones that go on the lives, but shout out to Ms. Yaya, Ms. Mimi, Katie Frizzle, Shark City Girl, Park. You guys put it down. You guys are holding it down. You guys are doing what you're doing, and it's only going to get better. You guys are doing the raffles. I mean, you're putting in a lot of work, and trust. I think all of us appreciate it. Not only appreciate it, we enjoy it. We enjoy being on the lives. We enjoy watching you guys, and we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. Unfortunately, that makes some people uncomfortable, and they do the most. They do the most, right? We've seen them doing the most, like straight up. But this is not about them. This is about you. And I wanted to put this out there because I think that you guys need to know that we truly appreciate you. Like we really do enjoy what you guys are doing. And what should matter the most is what your significant other feels about you, what we as a community feel about each other. That's really all that matters. And I think that we are all proud of what we do. None of us has anything to be ashamed of. We're not out there acting stupid, acting ridiculous. We're just putting out content, and that's it. So continue doing what you're doing. We're going to continue supporting. And we're not going to stop. We're going to continue doing what we do. We're just going to do that, like we've been doing. Yeah, but I didn't want this day to pass without thanking you guys. I know that you guys will be on live tonight. With the raffles, that's all great stuff. Like those are great initiatives. So, just keep doing what you're doing. We're the ones that are going to be putting it down for you as well. Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show, man. Like if you, as an older man, right? Even as a young man, like I didn't body shame women, like. I mean, everybody has their attraction, right? What attracts them. Everybody has a preference, and that's okay. It's respectable. Like, some people like skinny women. Some people like, heavier set women. There's everything for everyone. It's like Baskin Robbins, right? Whatever it is. But I mean, it's just crazy to me when I see old ass men resort to like body shaming and shit like that. And then they wonder like why it is that it's crazy. But yeah, we're gonna continue doing what we're doing. Nothing's gonna stop, and we just have to know that like we're not the first and we're not gonna be the last to have a group of women. I mean, there's all kinds of channels on YouTube, even on primetime and on cable, where it's just women. I don't know what that's all about. You know, you guys are doing a great job, as far as I'm concerned. And I think a lot of people are watching because of that too. Yeah, we're going to continue what we're going to continue to do. You know, shout out to ET, shout out to Ladies of Exposetube, everybody that's down for the movement as well. Yeah, man. You know, I hope to feel better soon. That's why I wasn't on the last collective. I was already kind of sick. I was feeling bad. You know, and it's been going away though. I feel better now. So yeah, just, you know, we're gonna continue doing what we do, like I said before, and I'm gonna continue saying, you know, the frauds keep doing it. The frauds have no shame, right? The frauds, wow, they have no shame. That's, you know, but we'll see. I mean, you know, when you got a channel with over 100,000 subscribers, it's kind of hard, you know, but the you know, the foundation is being rocked. And it's not even us, that's his family. We'll see how far that goes, though. But yeah, shout out to everybody. Always remember this. Always remember this, okay? And maybe this is what I wanted to add just for you to think about. Maybe this is the part of the knowledge part of the video towards the end. You know, when I put out my content, I think two things. I think, will this embarrass my parents? And will this embarrass my children? I have the luxury of having both. Thank God both my parents are alive. I give thanks to God for that all the time. And I have my children with me. So, you know, I can ask that. Like, would this embarrass them? Now, I know that maybe my parents wouldn't embarrass them, but they're private people. They would be against me being so public, which I understand. Right? So I know that they would probably frown upon me just doing it. So, but as far as being ashamed, I know they wouldn't. Like, they would go through it and they would see what I do. They know how I am. So. And then my children, they know exactly what I do, you know? So I think about that. You know, I think about that if what I'm doing is something my parents would be proud of, right? I think about that. And I also think if someone were to come and go through my computer, through my phone, what would they find? Right? So yeah, I'm not concerned about any of that. I'm just concerned in putting out the content I need to put out, continue providing for my family, working. I work. You know, I'm not asking anyone for anything online. And as a matter of fact, like I've always said, if this channel begins to monetize, I just expect payments from YouTube. Now, I want to say this now, because I always like to think 5-6 months ahead, a year ahead, 5 years ahead, right? Once I start monetizing, and if people decide they want to donate to me, they can donate through YouTube. Like, I'm not going to have a Cash App. I'm not going to have that stuff. I don't, you know, and unless it's for something that someone wants to do outside of my channel, like let's say maybe the Ladies of Exposetube are doing something and we're, you know, they're trying to gather money, I'll put their Cash App on. You know, like stuff like that I will do. Or someone that needs, like, you know, that needs help. Because that happens, you know, and I want my channel to be that. I want my channel to be a channel that helps. But I don't want to handle none of that money. You know, I want it to go directly to whoever it's going to go to. Now, if people decide while I'm on a live, or, you know, that they want to donate while I'm on a live, you know, that's obviously that's welcome. But I'm not going to ask for it. I'm not going to be like, hey, who's going to match this? You know, I continue to work. I hope to be able to continue to work while I continue to do YouTube, you know. But yeah, having said that, be proud of the work that you do, right? Be proud of it, because eventually someone's going to see it, and either they're going to say, hey, that's a great job, or they're going to question you like, man, why are you getting down like this? You know? Yeah, and you're going to have to give answers, but, you know, I won't be there. You know, I won't be there. You know, we have to always remember that we're, you know, once we go on these screens and we put our stuff out there, you know, people watch, and some people like it, and other people don't, right? So we just have to be careful not to lie to people, not to con people. Yeah, you know, that's bad business. You know, you don't want to con your followers. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Having said that, hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. If I feel good tomorrow and I have some time, I'll try to do a live early. But until then, and until next time, stay blessed, stay safe. Peace.